When Apophis do it, warning shot across the bow will indicate 3 years later Wormwood won't miss.
For lawlessness, find get their way. When whoever takes over this next term, and it's gonna be the group they want. The ones that pray 3 times a day. He's gonna turn out to be a cleric. And it's gonna change the fundamental legal structure. And not gonna include the Constitution. Because the trap that the Democrats set upon Trump for the market to do a major crash under his term, they don't know that booby trap they set will destroy the very foundation of America, from financially, logistically, legally. Every aspect of the foundation. A nation cannot stand without its foundation. It will fall and crumble to the ground. Imagine America without a constitution. Will form clerk that will get the reins, pretty much like a clerk already got the reins. The mayoral reigns of New York. Okay, now you start imagining. You see how things is collapsing over there in New York, huh? And then things is shooting up sky high. And then the taxes on the wealthy, it's not going to work because they packing their bags and running off. Okay, now who gonna fit the bill of all the taxes and the support of the city? The city's going to collapse. That's going to happen to the nation. When one of them get a hold to the presidential reins, it won't be America left. And then when the foreign unelected officials, just like it was like the police department, it was like a small town, Fort Bend County called Killington, and when the police department collapsed, the county had to take over. So if the government of the United States collapsed, wherever the large organization that over it, gonna have to take over. That's NATO. That's AU. And you already know who they let take them over. I'm just showing you how dystopian the future look. And with that, how many years are gonna be? Less than 3 years. How long is the tribulation? 7 years. And that was like halfway through. Now you starting to see how the numbers line up to when really the end of time is supposed to be. And then if you got common sense, the period that they're gonna be just adjacent after 3 years, somebody that runs is gonna make a mistake that's gonna make all the finances of the whole world collapse. And what Revelation said, when that happened, Armageddon starts. How the political science is going right now is totally lined up with how Revelation said it's going in. And then now you see where I get where I say. And I don't do like other people that, especially like the false prophets, that they want to look at what the majority of people, man, thinking about, fearing about, or whatever, and then they try to make a prophecy to get a whole bunch of views and stuff. Really tell you the truth, this prophecy I put forth, it is not popular, but in Revelation, whoever said it's unpopular is what valid, what the majority runs from. is what's gonna happen.